Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Your buddy JohnMegacycle here. Another episode of Techtonica coming at you. Let's see. Last episode, we sat down and we went through a lot of smelting. We redid a lot of this. And, we've researched a couple things. We were able to unlock some stoof. Let's talk about what else we can unlock. Activate mining charges. I don't have mining charges. Activate research cores. I'm still trying to find one. I don't have that. I don't have accumulators. Build, place, and fully charge 8 accumulators. Right. I only have 2 on me. There's 3 at one of the bases. I don't really have enough. That's 5. That's not 8. Build, place, and detonate a mining charge. Right. Repair the door. Processor units. That seems pretty straightforward. How many do I need? 40? I could probably just make that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Let's do that for now while I talk about other stuff. What do I want to accomplish this episode? Well, we did last episode also figure out how the water turbines function. They seem pretty straightforward. Unfortunately, this area is very inefficient for what I want to accomplish in terms of power generation. So the idea is, what can I remove from here? Any processes that just need power, and we're looking at it. This process and system right here, all of our agriculture stuff requires power. Everything else requires some sort of biomass, plant matter, that sort of a thing. Where is the... Is it synthetics? The bio brick. Let's take a look at the bio brick. Compressed biomatter fuel source. Requires plant matter and limestone. Fuel power 10. Plant matter, limestone. Okay. That actually seems like a really good case for us to move our plant manufacture elsewhere. Yeah. Okay. Could be. Could be. BioBrick sounds really good. Now, a couple things I wanted to figure out before we really got started. I'm still getting achievements for stuff I've already done. Can I move power horizontally? Or vertically, I ought to say, really. Can I move power vertically? Because this doesn't look like this is powering. Okay, power is a strictly horizontal fare. What I was hoping was to do multiple floors of stuff. That makes this kind of difficult at this juncture. Without cabling? We have seen high tension or high voltage cabling somewhere. So that's going to be a thing eventually. It's not a thing right now. So that's something to take note of. But it is something that's going to happen eventually. You can have that. I don't want. We have a lot of Shiverthorn stuff. Holy crap. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a stack of that and a bunch of iron. I'm just also going to create a bunch of coolant. Now, we also have understanding there are charges. There's like explosive charges. What I'm really hoping we'll get out of that. What am I out of? Shiverthorn extract. Did I not grab? Oh, I grabbed the buds. Whoops. What I'm really hoping to use the charges for, I'm really hoping they're not just cosmetic. Like, I'm really hoping it's not like, yeah, only for clearing certain blocks of some sort, certain blocked items. I'm really hoping I can use it as a mining device and just go absolutely ham caskets on something and just clear out a ton of space in short order. I don't have that, do I? I don't. Where do we get explosives? Under maybe science? Or clustering? Yeah, that's all. Let's do the energy thing. Yeah, more energy. I'm down with that. I could always pull it out later if I don't want it. Monorail system. I will want the monorail system eventually, but not quite ready for that yet. Terraforming, maybe? Mining charge. Obliterate harvest. Okay. So we did see a mining charge on a table somewhere. And I'd really like to figure that out. Is WO the thing? Oh, okay. Cool. Yes, repair WO. How many processing units do I already have? 54. Yeah, beautiful. We're ready to party, so let's get to it. Oh, let's crank up the cranks. Yeah, instead of 150 kilowatts, we're producing 165 kilowatts. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, we'll unlock this door. That'll give us mining charges. Mining charges are going to help us blow up the... I want to say, like, it's Atlanta, like Atlantium ore or something. Like, that's how I want to phrase that, but that's not really the thing. It's not ore that's mined from Atlanta. But thank goodness for waypoints, because holy crap, if I had to find these areas again, it would be such a pain. I'm still very much encapsulated and enchanted by the visual effects of everything, so to find a thing again, I'd probably be like, you know what, I'm just not gonna find it. And we come over here. This is not... I don't think this is the 40 processor area. Maybe it is. Oh, it definitely is. Hi, friend. Oh, right. I gotta click the button.
We're in. Scan those mining charges. And that computer has something up with it, too.
Cool.
Something keeps pinging this terminal with the most irritating supply requisition I've ever seen. Wait. It's the Excalibur. But why would they requisition? Hold on. It's not a requisition at all. Someone is using the supply management system to send... a distress call?
Automated distress call received. Waypoint added to system display.
An automated distress call? I've only ever seen one of these in training. It shouldn't even happen. These beacons only light up when someone becomes unable to trigger a distress call themselves. Or worse. We need to find the source of that signal. Somebody needs our help.
Okay. Craft speed 2 available. Nice. New databank entry added inserter. Didn't we already know the inserter? Well, it's a databank entry, so not a crafting entry? Maybe it's something else entirely. Either way, this led out. Right, we've already done all this. So, okay, we have the charges now, which is awesome. I have to research it. Terraforming, how much is the charge? 100? We'll get there in fairly short order, I think. Is this still... Okay. It's still lit, so I didn't know if it was, like, more to scan or whatever. So, okay, let's go check out this distress signal. Am I sprinting? I don't think I'm sprinting any... Oh! Safe sprint. That's what that means. Okay. You're not allowed to sprint in certain protected zones. Okay, fine and fair and foo. Okay, we're just gonna beat feet all the way over there, see if we can get whatever's going on with this distress signal. Now, the thing I don't have a good grasp on, clearly at this point, is if there's a certain order of operations to the game. I've been doing a lot of exploration and a lot of just searching about. So it's a little difficult to tell whether or not things should have been done in an actual progressionary stance. And we've had that conversation before. There was a time when Spark said something, and I'm like, we've already done all that. We already know that's a thing, which is kind of silly. It's not game-breaking at all. But until I play enough, I won't really know, oh, we should have been doing this the whole time. Oh. You know, I don't know yet. Alright. Is this where I found the thing before? Yeah, it is. It is this thing. Yeah, so this is the next logical spot for the charges. So yeah, they're whatever is in there. Because if I check the map, much farther out is dead zone, and this is a nice little box. So okay, we need charges. Okay, so this is something we've actually already stumbled upon, which is interesting. Again, without the right amount of experience, I honestly couldn't tell you whether or not something that we're looking for is like, hey, we're being cheeky, we're being shenanigan-y, yeah, we're getting ahead of the game. The game doesn't expect us to be this far, ha 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 ha. Or if it's a natural part of the progression and I'm jumping the gun, right? I don't know the difference yet. Also, nothing is blanking out, so that's good. Maybe my graphics card took a snooze in between. Okay, so we need some charges. We need some charges so we can do some good work. Okay, we're still producing coolant. That's fine. Coolant is one of those things that's going to be low priority and low effort. It's just something that's just going to be crafted over and over and over. How much coolant do I even have? You won't tell me. 243, cool. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I want to have happen. Okay, all the power's dead. Go figure. Activate crank. Activate crank. Activate crank. Now, what is next? I need more science baubles. Need a hundo. I got 46. I was not paying attention to see if the number was going up. I would assume the number is going up because the storage is empty. And we did all that nonsense last time. I really wish there were blueprints. Blueprints would be pretty dope. Really wish I had more accumulators. That would be also really, really dope. But I haven't found enough yet. Does it say what I need to make a mining charge? Unlocks mining charge. Unfortunately, it's not telling me what it is. So here's what we're gonna do. Energy. Deactivate power amp. Activate mining charge. How much do I need to make a mining charge? It's under production, you say. Okay. Shiverthorn extract plant. Yeah, we got all that. Yeah, okay, cool. Well, this was a lot faster than I thought this was going to be. Cool. We're gonna go clear that out. We're gonna take care of whomever's in distress, and we'll get that figured out. So let's do a sample test. Is it timed? Okay. Oh, alright. Interesting. Okay. It's very low yield. Meaning personal what? Personal, oh, okay. I'm in the way. Personnel blocking. Okay. That makes sense. Okay, so cool deal. It's a low yield, piercing, quick effort kind of a thing. And the good thing is they're cheap. I made a lot of them. This could be fairly quick for us to get this distress beacon handled. Atlantium ore, alright. Invalid placement, my eye. Yeah, I want to get as much of this stuff as possible because I also need this to break out another thing. Okay. What do we got in here? Excalibur wall console.
the Excalibur. Proceed to your designated safety area and prepare for descent. We are bound for our final destination, Sector Victor. Upon arrival, preparations for our scheduled re-ascension will begin immediately. Do not delay in exiting the vessel.
Okay, so this is... Okay. Tool belt level 3, alright. It's cool tech, but not what I'm hoping for. Anything else? Yeah, I didn't think so. Before I check that door, I want to check the surrounds. I don't think I see anything else. Okay. Cooling system and copper wire.
Task inbound. Supply facility access door with self-repair materials. Tier 5 technology required to manufacture.
I could just hand
This
do
door has
it.
another self-repair requirement, but we're in no position to argue. This is an emergency. If you haven't started making those yet, get going.
This is a really, 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 really dumb way for this to happen. But it can happen. That can be a thing. So, alright. We unlocked a little more tech. We got the Atlantium or whatever, or I'm gonna keep messing up the name of it. Atlantum. It's Atlantum. Atlantum ore. To which case we can repair door RD whatever. I need 10 cooling systems. There's our 10 cooling systems. Okay, we're looking for... It was RD? RD, okay. Let's do a little more of this. Protected, okay. Now I'm sure I'm gonna drill this stuff proper, so I don't want to go too ham on... Uh-oh. Okay, science dictates. Right about here's the way out. There it is. Oh, if I went a little farther, I would have gotten my drop. Okay, so there's that. We're looking for room RD. How much ore do I have? 214. I just need the ore. I don't need the ingots. So RD. Let's go up and around. It's gonna be a bit of an unlocking stuff episode, I feel, which is good. It's good. Is RD all the way in the waterfall and stuff? Is it? Or is it there again? I should really reuse this power setup. Nothing's stopping me from doing it. There's a lot of open space here. Okay, I think... Nope, it goes around the other way. Yeah, I think this extends off into another pool. And the good thing is we're not going to get lost. We've gotten as far as we possibly could. And I cannot see anything. This is usually why I turn the gamma up a little bit, because I'm old, and I'm gonna own that I'm old. Old. And not like fragile or anything, but it's like, I need a little just a little extra light. Yeah, like this. We're gonna turn this up just a scooch. There's a gamma setting, I thought, yeah. That's a little better. Yeah, I like that. Whee! Yep, and now this is gonna be the... You're not gonna guess this, but you're stuck, yo.
I think this was the main research lab for the sector. Nothing in here was ever any of my business, so it should be a pretty interesting place to look around. I'm up for building some half-finished prototypes if you are.
Huh. Good stuff. Smelter Mark II is now available in the tech tree. Really? Tech 2? Is synthesis. Right? Smelter Mark II, yeah, okay. Huh, neat. Smelter Mark II is now available. Okay. Strange
They
stone.
weren't using ingots in this field lab to build things. They were studying them. But I've never seen these kinds of gemstones anywhere in the sector. And I've been to every corner of it.
Well,
I've checked all these terminals, and it looks like somebody wiped every stack of data in here. Whatever these gems are, your guess is as good as mine.
you haven't been everywhere though. You haven't been past the grate or whatever. The graded area that you're like, if you see this graded area, turn back. Like, you haven't been there though. It's not technically true you've been everywhere. There's still mysteries to be had. Cool Dense 2. Okay, new kind of coolant. Fair. Bunch of research baubles. Noise.
No idea if the scientists were using these plants as scenery or an experiment. They weren't secretive, but they didn't exactly go out of their way to tell people what they were doing either.
Sure.
Personally, I'd toss them into a thresher and be done with it. The plants, not the scientists.
Are you sure?
No, I didn't mean that.
Do I? There's a lot of assuming going on. You've been crabbed out here, you died, your consciousness got turned into a cube, who knows?
Refer to display panel for
You need a lot of advanced circuits, which I don't have. I have processor units, I don't have advanced circuits, so we're just going to leave that be. Okay, we've already been out and about here. Oh, is this all I can uncover based on what I've repaired? I think there was another path we could have taken. Right, I can't sprint. I still gotta keep reminding myself of that. Okay, so some better mining, that's cool. Or better smelting, or whatever we got. That's also cool. A lot of empty corridors for not much of a reason. Pack size 3 tech now available. Okay. I would love some accumulators. Just anything so I could keep my primary base running a little bit while it's just chunking out iron and copper would be pretty dope. Craft speed level 3. At this point, I wouldn't call many things that we're finding experimental, but still good finds. We also got the radar off the top. Bunch of charges. Nice. Okay, that saves me a bit of effort. I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
Calyx. This picture doesn't have one of those "you are here" stickers, but you and I are standing somewhere inside this big dead egg right now.
It's an egg?
My memories of being a kid are muddy, but I do remember coming out of my room late one night and seeing my entire family circled around the TV. There was a camera mounted to a drill on one of the probes as it cracked through the surface, and all of a sudden we were looking at an underground world unlike anything anyone had ever seen. There was gold and silver everywhere, with bioluminescent plants so bright they had to shift the contrast to keep it from overloading the image. A voice started to read out the minerals they were detecting, the quantity and the purity of it. Both of my parents were engineers. I was too young to understand what they were so excited about, but it was the happiest I ever saw them together. 30-something years later, here I am.
Well, that's fairly relative, isn't it? That's locked on the other side, okay. We don't know 30 years specifically. We don't know how long anyone has been here. I was in some sort of stasis? I think stasis is a safe word for it. I was in some sort of personal stasis. There was an error, and I got activated? I guess is like the brunt of it. Like, there isn't a whole lot of flash as to why I'm here. Okay, so let's check our journal. Is there anything else real quick we can knock out? I don't have advanced circuits. That would be easy enough to do. Either by hand or by whatever. I don't have monorail pieces, and I still don't have advanced circuits. So that's something we can manage on the pretty quick fast. 40 cooling systems. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Right? 40 cooling systems? Yep. And 300 copper wire. As much as I frown generally upon handcrafting, these are games about automation. It makes perfect sense to automate as much as we can. The game even informed us that if we are handcrafting anything, we are handcrafting effectively at a speed of 1, whereas if we were to use assembly machines, it would be at 1.5. So it's 50% faster to do it without handcrafting. Oh, here we are. To do it without handcraft as little as possible. That makes perfect sense. When it comes down to it right now is I have a lot of dead time. I've got a lot of time I'm just moving around biomes, exploring, searching, all that sort of a thing. Oh, it's based on locale. It's not my GPU. It's based on going to that area and coming back up is glitching like crazy. But that's okay. We'll enjoy the glitches together. What I always say is, like, if you can use handcrafting to minimize downtime, meaning, like I said right now, I'm just doing exploring, I'm doing a lot of searching, I'm doing a lot of other stuff. So when it really comes down to, order for the construction of 20 cooling systems. I constructed these ages ago, mate. Didn't we already make 40 to make the 40? Alright, whatever, it doesn't matter. So right now, like, this is just dead time. I'm getting from A to B. I'm handcrafting things, yes, but we're also just trying to maximize the time I have and the time I'm spending, right? That's kind of the deal. Now, this is a pretty beautiful power basin that we've got. I just want to double check there's nothing to scan. Oh, I have charges. That doesn't do anything. Okay, good to know. Good to note. Oop, I am under the ladder.
Facility access door unavailable. Refer to display panel
Right, you
for
need
self-repair requirements.
You need a lot of stuff, but we don't care about that. Was there anything else to scan in here? Going over areas again isn't the big deal, especially when it's literally on the way. I think we already scanned everything in here. Okay. I don't want the schematic for accumulator to just be sitting on a desk and I missed it. That would make me cry a lot, probably. How many cooling units we got? We're already halfway done with the cooling units. So again, time not wasted. What's next? We're gonna go home, turn the generator back on. And then I'm gonna talk next moves. I would like to set up another base somewhere. Here seems like a very reasonable point for me to do so, what with all the generator space we could place. There's a lot of flowing water here. A lot of area to clear. We could build a very respectable power base here with very little effort. There's also limestone here, which I don't think we have easily accessible limestone elsewhere. Now, one of the other things to consider, your iron. I think limestone is like around the corner, or it's somewhere around here. Did we ever figure out what's in here? No, and I don't know if there's up to be had or something. And we figured...
Hey,
Oh!
a battery pack. Sorry, an accumulator substation.
Ah!
I'll try to go easier on the recon slang. It might help you guess at what those signal names are short codes for. Accumulators won't matter for a while, but get in the habit of scanning anything and everything you find in places like these. It can only help.
Okay, so the game is now actively encouraging me to do what I wanted to do, which was be a little sneaky-breaky about it. Okay. Accumulator station. Was this on the map? This might have been on the map the entire time and I've just been ignoring it. Either way, we now have accumulators. Awesome sauce. And we're gonna get a ton of material. A lot of Kindle Vine extract. That must be what it takes to make an accumulator. Yeah, this is beautiful right here. Can I hook this up to... Okay, what is this thing? Oh, I know what this is. Now that I see this, it's a transformer for the power cables and stuff. Okay. All right. Bunch of power floor. Nice. Nice, nice. This is gonna be my power basin. I can't delete these, right? I can't remove any of these. Man, I wish I could move these things and put them in my, like, where I want to put them, but that's okay.
If anyone else is still around, they wouldn't be here. These places were pretty much built and left alone.
Yeah, I can see that. Okay, we got Mole Speed 2, we got Research Core Blue, more Jennies, Power Jennies, scan that.
This sector was a dream come true for hydroelectric power.
Yeah.
It isn't surprising that we took accumulator construction seriously down here.
Also, yeah.
I faintly remember power sources in other sectors that were even stronger, but they also tended to do things like explode, set things on fire, create giant clouds of poison. You get the drift.
Did you use...
You can't go wrong with a good old-fashioned river.
Did you use ammonia as a power source? What the hell happened there? Hover pack now available. Dope. I already got you? I already got you, okay. Doesn't hurt to double check things. Okay. This already has how much floors unpowered? 100 megajoules of battery power here. Okay, so this might be my new base of ops. So now the only real issue I have is since I can't build stuff down, right? Like I can't... I can't step this down, right? Like I think we figured out I can't move stuff horizontally, but let's try something here. Yeah, it does not connect at all. Oh! Nah, nice. Okay, cool. We're learning. We're figuring. Okay. So that's a lot of accumulator power. That's a lot of accumulator power. Oh, does hitting it with that? Oh, collecting it like this is much faster. Okay. Not okay. I'm not too sure why what I thought was not going to think the way I thought it was going to think. But this is pretty dope. So can I just run this all the way back? I don't really think I want to, but I probably could. All right. Okay, so it's unlit if it's not generating power? I guess. I'd like to give this a learn on my own real quick. See if we can get this figured out. I need this item. Okay, so that means I can afford... I can afford 6 actual Turnamos. Like that? Question mark. Not quite. A little higher. That's cool. That's power, baby. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, this is not connected. This is now connected. Okay. Cool. Oh, is this, that must be a hanging lamp or whatever, but it's hanging on the ground. Interesting. Okay. Alright. 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 So now I'm curious if I can even run this all the way back. What direction do I even need to go? This way? Yeah, alright. Let's give it a try. Not quite. Thank goodness there's a very simple connection. Okay, these are now not powered, and I'm not... Oh! It takes a second? It takes a second, okay. Can I just go, like, completely ham about this? Oh, I went too far? I'm facing the wrong way. Okay, very good. We're just gonna... roll it a little bit. What am I trying to accomplish with all this? Let's talk that out a little bit. What I want to do is eventually have a power base, or 2 or 3 power bases, and then ultimately... Yeah, it connects nice, okay. Ultimately have all of this be like a production area, a power area, a blah 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 blah. Like have all these different things that I'd like to do with certain areas being like specialty. We are also going to have a bunch of, let's call it orbiting bases, that are just for collecting materials and collecting resources. Now, what I'm hoping is the drill level 2 and the smelter level 2 and all this level 2 stuff, what that's going to do is that's going to run on electrical power. That's the ideal of it. That would be really cool if that could be the thing. If it does, then that simplifies this entire process greatly. So now what we're going to do is gather. What I really should do from a logistical perspective is probably migrate all my crap here to keep everything local. That sounds very fine from a functional perspective. What that doesn't sound fine with, though, is how much human effort that's going to take. So very much like grinding for experience points in an RPG, you find like a really good ideal battle, right? And then you just grind up all the experience or the tech points or the whatever you want, and you just keep going and going and going and going until you're at a level you're satisfied with. And that. Now I bring that up because the same point relates here, is everything's going to be balanced in one of 2 things. One of which is going to be, how expensive is this process? Now let's use the RPG method again, like that. How does this take a lot of spell points? Are these battles difficult? Am I burning through a lot of healing items? Risk versus reward? Are the battles genuinely really difficult? That kind of a thing. There's a lot of conversation to be had there. The second thing that makes a grinding spot like really important is human effort. Is it really difficult for me as a human to do this fight? If the answer is no, like if it's a very simple fight human-wise, human resource-wise, then it's perfect. That's ideal. So what I'm trying to do is I'm doing this sort of a thing because I want to limit how much human effort I'm using in this process, and I do prefer a little bit more direct to point. There we go. Thank you kindly. Yeah, that lit up. Okay, lit up right away. I also don't understand how power structures work in this game. Oh wait, back to what I was trying to say. So this is expensive-ish, but once it's done, this fully automates all my smelting back here because it's also generating the plant matter, right? Right, good stuff. I'm just gonna keep going up there, actually. Man, the jumping is so forgiving. I love that. So this isn't going to be terribly difficult, but once we have this done, I'm actually going to pull all my power from the old base, bring it to the new base, and then with everything hooked up, it's going to be just dope. We're halfway there already, so this is not taking super long. Oh, right. In terms of power systems, what I don't really understand is how this works. Let's use Factorio, I guess, as another example. Everything's connected to a power network. It doesn't matter what part of the network it is connected to. It's just part of a network. That's it. Producers, consumers are all represented as members of a network. And that's really all there is to it. Other games, like I've seen, have, like, sister networks or mother networks, I guess is a way to say it, or parent networks, however you really want to phrase that. That's another way to handle it. There's also sub networks. There's also arguments of voltage. We've only seen like one kind of cable, so I don't really know if all this is going to be how any of all that's going to work. So we'll have to learn and see. So I'm taking that. I'm taking this. I'm taking this. I'm taking this. Okay. What's our power network? We're on power network 15. So we probably created a lot of power networks that I did not really intend to. And there's our step ladder. Almost. Almost makes it. There we go. Okay, so this is not powered. Power network 15. What the hell? Seriously, what the hell? Did I build through a wall? Oh, okay. It's not connected. It does really not like to do what I want it to do, and that's okay. Okay. What are we at now? We're power network 15. The megajoules that were stored within the accumulators are being quickly drained. So now we're going to go to the new base, and we're going to set up new stuff. Okay, cool. We have our own little path. Very cool. I'm not navigating the river anymore. Super good stuff. Did we produce all the stuff I needed? Where's the coolant? Here's 300 wire. Where's the... There. What did I need? 340. Cool. We could already go repair the Excalibur. Or get that one dang door open, or whatever. What I do need, though, are some water wheels. If you could make that, that would be great. Okay. I don't have the accumulators in my hotbar anymore. I have 12 of them? Holy Jinkies. Amazing. Oh, they're offset. Boo. Dislike. Boo and hiss. Okay, how many megajoules of power? 220 megajoules. Nice. Wait, we have what? Yeah, we're not satisfying anything. Yeah, that's fine and fair. We're gonna snap out that bit real quick. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 powers 2. No, I want you to... Thank you. So I'll build 2 more of these. Running a little low on space. Alright. I'm gonna spend quite a bit more time getting this power system up to snuff, but for now, just getting this kind of cleaned up is gonna be good. Okay. That connects. Satisfaction, 100%. That means I broke the main line somewhere. Right? Weird? How is this gaining charge? Power network 6. Power network 20. Huh. Power network 20. Yeah, that tracks. I wish it would tell me what was producing, though. That would be cool. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So there's that. Power network 20. Satisfaction. Okay. I think it just bled through all the things. So we're all... Okay, power network 20. Power network 20. Okay, I think we're good. Okay. Whew. A little bit of whatever there, but I think we're fine. Okay, let's go ahead and repair the Excalibur. Yeah, it's Soul Eater all over again. Something from the United K, but now I'm coming to California. Excalibur. You get the idea. The most powerful artifact in all of Soul Eater. Unfortunately, it's annoying as hell. Hope it meshes with your personality, because it doesn't for anyone else. I would actually like to do like a step up or something. That's actually really freaking close, I think. There we go. Yeah, the jumping is very, very generous in this game, which is nice. I didn't automate any of this. You're welcome. Repair to dough.
Lots of memories rushing back. For a moment, I thought they were distorted, but now I realized it was something else. This place is sideways. Literally.
Yeah.
This is the Excalibur. It belonged to the expedition. That factory and all those people I was expecting to find, they were a part of it. And so were we.
I mean, makes sense so far. Cool, more accumulators. Excellent. Accumulation 2. Okay, so that might not mean a new accumulator, but maybe a research where it's like accumulators accumulate better.
This locker is empty, but the scanner can pick up molecular traces from things it had in it previously. Even if they don't unlock new technologies, scannable objects like these can round out your databank with background information. Keep an eye out for them.
I don't even know what scanning that item got me. Not the locker. The research thing. Mole T59 tunneling. Okay. Different mode for the mole, I guess.
Look up, Breaker. We were too late. Only one person would have been
Oh.
in that chair.
Well, not you. We've already met you. And we know where your remains are, I guess. That's a little grim, but... Yeah, I can't climb up. I can build in here, though, can't I? No. There is a way down further. Okay, the game is not intending me to scan or understand what's going on with that. That's okay. Alright, down we go. Oh!
This is Colonel Stefan Wagner. Your suit is failing to transmit a signature. Identify yourself.
Paladin? Sir, you're alive!
In much the same way that you are, it would seem. It is a strange thing to be a witness to your own lifeless body.
I was unlucky enough to end up next to mine, too. But... yeah.
I'm not sure what we are now, but I know somehow that I am still myself. I am conscious. I am choosing these words. My experience of this loss is... emotional.
Hey, I'm in no better shape than you are. And this Breaker has something wrong with their suit. For all we know, they could be a stack of drones in a trench coat. Either way, at least we've got a body to work with.
Precisely. For now, we must focus on goals that we can achieve. If the sensors from my command bridge were correct, our manufacturing in Sector Victor has been compromised. How far has your exhaustive reconstruction progressed?
Exhaustive reconstruction? Sir, it's the entire sector.
My apologies, Sergeant. I did not realize you had more pressing commitments.
We're rebuilding, sir, but mostly to focus on recovering signals for search and rescue. We can't reach command, we don't have orders, and for all we know, every sector could be exactly like this one. Gone.
Sergeant, your unit could go for months without direction from the surface. That's what deep reconnaissance is about. That's why we chose you to lead it. The resources we came here to harvest, refine, and bring home to Earth are still needed. There is no hardship we can face that does not pale in comparison to the strife that will be visited upon humanity if we fail. Until we learn otherwise, our mission to industrialize this world remains. And rest assured that we will rescue everyone we can to help us accomplish it. But we will accomplish it.
I understand. Either way, sir, we're going to give it everything we've got.
Good. Now let us find our friends.
So, a couple things. First of all, welcome. Also, drones in a trench coat? Lol. We've established that an undescript amount of time has elapsed, right? Like, we don't know if this is, like, the Tuesday after, or... Oh! Okay. Where am I? Okay. We don't know if this is, like, Tuesday after or what, but based on some of the geological findings that we've had, everything has degraded in such a manner that I'm under the impression this has been a very long time. Earth might not be a thing anymore, for all things considered. I don't know where this is going to kick us out, But the cool thing is, because the protected areas exist, it prevented us from doing any cheesing. I couldn't actually build up into that area. Because I don't think I could have. Okay, anyway, we found Paladin. Good stuff. I either should be digging down or digging up. I'm unsure. This has a height. Oh, I gotta go up. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm thankful the jumping is still very, very generous. Oh, okay, here we are. Oh, yeah, it was fine where it was, but that's okay. Okay, so actually Victor is right over here. We got some new tech out of all that. That was cool. That was cool. Yeah, Victor's right here. Plan is to add way more power, get our power systems online. Right now, our power is fairly paltry. We're only providing a little less than 40% of our entire net need for the whole thing. Let's see. Can I just... How many did I have here? 4? Oh, we went the other way? Oh, it doesn't matter. How about that? It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be super particular how this works. I just want to get our power systems online if I can. There's another 8, which is probably going to provide yeah, okay, 77%. Another array like that will probably take care of us pretty well. So I want, yeah, the 2 more I can build of that. Okay, this ultimately takes care of my need of having to do a lot of rigmarole to get everything moving, which I really like. Oh, I could have built it closer. Honestly, I'd rather densify this up as quickly as I can, or as much as I can. Oh, I can't really. Alright, it's fine. Yeah, that's weird. I got a 2 thing gap there. Can't delete that. I get the whole can't delete things, but I wish I could delete things. Okay. I'm gonna remove you because I'm only gonna be able to build 3 of these. Oh, I'm out of stuff. I like stuff. Okay. I'm gonna place the water wheel first. I don't know how particular things are, but... Okay, I'll add more as we come to it. What does our power look like now? 90% and it's constant. I can dig on that all day, all night. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should give us a little extra. Yeah, that'll even out some of the bumps. It'll even out some of the bumps. That'll even out more of the bumps. Cool. Alright. I also have a crap ton of science baubles doing it. Oh, wow. 120? Yeah, I'd like to get those incorporated in the system ASAP. Okay, so where's our new thing? I'd rather just ride that back home than have to navigate the river. Oh, it's nice not having to run all the way back to the base to mess around with power anymore. We're producing well into the 90-ish percentile of what we require, and I threw down a few more crank generators to keep all that going. This literally opened up tons and tons and tons and tons of space, for sure. Okay, if I could give you that and that. Both items I don't really need. Which means we should be sitting pretty freaking fat on... Oh. Whoops. I got a little deletion happy, it seems. Oh, that means we're... Oh, we got plenty of iron. Okay, cool. Speaking of which, can you take that from me? Thank you. Okay, let's go up north. Up north? Let's go up top. I call things weird things. I call it upstairs sometimes. I call weird stuff weird stuff. Okay, I think we just turned hello? Turned around and went up somehow magically. Oh yeah, this way. Over here. And then I don't quite remember how we went up further. Oh, not this way. There should be a gigantic... Oh, here we are. It's like there should be a gigantic hole somewhere. We went like this. Then we went like this. I'm going to assume all the space we mined out has been just completely filled with science baubles, yeah? If I had to guess, that'd be my guess. That's a good guess. Damn fine guess. Thank goodness we've got coolant now. Oh, okay. Let's try that again. These light sticks are cute, but I would like something significantly better than glow sticks, maybe. I'm sure I've got a boatload of science just waiting for me now. Yep, there we go. This isn't too bad. This is still a lot easier than having to place all these things manually. I can't imagine that. That sounds like a lot of not fun. Immersion breaking? Maybe enough? Yeah, maybe that would be enough to be like, you know what? Can I just skip the science part of the game? Can I just not do the science? That would be cool. Not for me personally, but like I could totally understand if someone was like, you know what? I don't want to do that part specifically. This is why you play with co-op, so you can have your friends do it. Right? Is that the gimmick? Hey, why don't you check out this game with me, Techtonica? It's really great. It's like Satisfactory, but it's like different and stuff. Okay, I'm gonna make you the science officer, alright? Yeah, very prestigious title, pays really good, great benefits. Yeah, absolutely, dental plan, the whole nine. You just gotta place these things. That's all I need you to do. Other than that, yeah, screw off and explore or whatever, but realistically, I just need you to place these things. Alright. I almost wonder if we actually got all the... Nope. I was like, did we actually get all the stuff uncovered? Nope. I wonder what the height map of this is. Like, maybe that's something I should have genuinely planned for. Is it like, you know... some games have a specific, like any 3D game has a specific height map that after a certain point it's just like, hey, you know what, you can't build up anymore. And you get a little notification stating as such. I haven't gotten any notification or any indication that we're breaching some levels here. 207. We're still planting the purple ones. Okay. Now the blue ones, I'm assuming, are used in the same manner. Big assumption here. So I don't really know how the blue ones work. I'm just kind of throwing, you know, grasping at straws kind of a thing. Is this? No, this is the end. And that's the end. Okay. So we get back up. Got a lot of crap done this episode. I'm really happy about it. Okay, yeah, this is legitimately the end of this corner. Actually, I should have just counted. Is it a 5x5 all around? That would have made this easier if I counted. Okay, we're gonna do this a little differently. These charges also don't seem to affect assets, which is good. Yeah, gotta go a little more that way. Ah, craps. Now, will it place them with me inside of it? Because that'll be hilarious. Okay, we got a little more to go this way. Okay, how we doing on tech now? We're actually starting to place the blue ones. Okay, cool. So the blue ones are placed in the exact same manner as the purple ones. Okay. Is that... I don't really have a super duper good way to navigate any of this, really. It's all been seat of pants kind of thing. Oh, we can... Okay. How's that? 25. I would like to do a bit more work so I have expansion. Right now we kind of like met quota, really. Yeah, right about here is where we're at. So I wouldn't mind taking like, I don't know, 5-6 minutes, just dig out a bit more stuff. This is such an interesting way to handle science in general. Again, bad? No. Different? Oh yeah. Burning through quite a bit of coolant as well, but that's all right. Okay, so then we go up, and then up. Trying to give myself like a little bit of a clue as to what the heck to do, because the next time I got to do this, I'm gonna be effing clueless. It's just gonna be a whole lot of like, yeah, I kind of winged it last time, and I'm gonna wing it again. Stay tuned for how I wing it this time. Like, just no idea. But this is gonna go up like a spiral. And that's how we're gonna just keep feeding up and up and up and up and up. So I can go on ad infinitum effectively, even though that sounds incredibly boring. If that's how this is gonna work, that's how this is gonna work. I want to get, like, pieces like this worked out. Yeah, that's a lot of science I could have put there. Like 8 pieces or something? 6 pieces, something? Yeah. I gotta say, I really do enjoy how this tool specifically works. Okay. I'm just gonna... And we're gonna hollow out some space here, so I actually have a way to get back up. And... boop. Anything that'll help me have any idea how the heck to get up here is gonna be nice. Okay. And now I'm just gonna stand on the thing. We're just gonna dig up a bunch. Hi. Okay, I don't know. Gives me room for another 30, 40, something like that. But since this is automated now, I now have a lot less control on how much of this is being made. I was like, did we hit the top? The only real control I had before, and I'm using the word control kind of loosely, is because we didn't have a ton of power, there was a lot of a time where research just wasn't getting done. So every single research bit that was occurring, I had a little bit more of an idea as to how much was being generated. Now, because it's all automated, I kind of don't really know exactly how much is going to happen, and that's fine. Inventory overload encumbered. Yeah, was wondering when that was going to happen. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with this. I'm just going to find some easy way down, which I'm sure we have several of. Oh, I can kind of wall ride? Nice. Okay, how you doing? Take all of this, and I would like 1 back. Thank you. 2 back. Okay, I got plant matter for days. For days. We have a plant matter box somewhere around here, do we not? Okay, that feels a lot better. Got a lot of these frames. We got that. Okay. That looks massive. Let's take a quick look at technology and see what we could do here. Mole speed level 2. Increases terraforming speed by 100%. Holy crap. Awesome. Crafting speed to 150%. Nice. Cool belt, don't really care. Monorail system could be dope. I don't know how much I'm into that at the moment. Hover pack and suit speed, again, cool, not really critical. I can make accumulators if I do that. Accumulation level 2. Increase capacity to 150%, nice. Science. I'm gonna eventually need these cores researched. Enables formation of core clusters from unassigned research cores and core composer. Core clusters generate bonuses in alignment with activated core boost technology. I don't even understand what that means. Requires charge accumulators to activate relaxed technologies at the cost of... Oh, related technologies at cost of 2,000 per core. Core clusters formed at 5 cores. We'll dig into that next episode, I think. Yeah, just... What was this? 1 blue? It's inconsequential is what it is. Okay. A lot of stuff done there. Let's end this episode at our new power base. I do want to add a few more of the water wheels as well. That's cool. This has been a very good episode. A lot of good productivity stuff going on. We now have limitless power, which is really good. We're probably at the... Yeah, we're not quite making 100%, but we're about to right now after I add these few more components. 1, 2 was all I had. And, oh, I needed more power flow. Okay. There's that. What are we looking at now? Yeah, 97, 99%. Yeah, cool. If stuff dips down and is not used for a while, the accumulators will kick on and get some more work done. Yeah, there we go. Little bit. We had a little bit of accumulator charge. But that works out pretty nice. Pretty dang nice. Oh, right. I got these things as backup as well. So that'll help even out the power draw. Very cool. All right. Let's go ahead and call this an episode. Let's get a really nice shot like that. Yeah. Cool beans. Okay. Thank y'all for joining me. Name's JohnMegacycle. Another episode of Techtonica is in the books. And I hope to catch you next time. Hey there, guys, gals, fans, and pals. Thanks for checking out my video. I also want to take a moment to thank all my supporters and donators, and if you'd like to join up with me and game with my crew, all the information to get connected is in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope to catch you next time.